Riding can take all sorts of shapes and sizes, but if you're really pressed for time, can you fit in a proper ride in 30 minutes?
Well, we thought we'd give it a go and see if we can do a proper ride in just half an hour. We thought we'd also do a poll in the GCN app. Whose ride did you prefer?
So seeing as no one's circumstances are the same, we're gonna show you some real life examples of what we do as the GCN presenters when we've only got 30 minutes to make it happen. Let's go.
Really done myself over here with this session.
I've got wet, 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 wet cycling shoes.
30 minutes. Now, that isn't very long to do a road ride. I feel like it takes me 30 minutes to just get out the door by the time I've got my kit on, faffed around my bike. That'd be pretty pointless for me. I reckon a turbo session. I reckon I could do a really decent session in 30 minutes on the turbo with getting changed and showering after. I reckon short, sharp session, 20/40s. And I'm just gonna do that as many times as I can with a warm up and a cool down. So I reckon 10, 15 sets. I could do that. Gonna have to be organised though, so I'm gonna go and get ready. Get my kit laid out and my bike ready. Okay, I think that's the quickest I've ever got changed before. Just over 2 minutes and time is ticking. Into the garage. Just get my shoes on. Get my session started. Get my wahoo on. Okay, so I'm on the bike. It has taken me a little bit longer than anticipated. Nearly 4 minutes, but I'm on. And I actually really need to turn that fan on because I have a feeling it's gonna get pretty hot, so gonna turn that on. Okay, so I am now 4 minutes and 30 seconds into my warm-up. I've got 20 seconds before I start my first effort. I feel okay now I'm on. I feel a little bit less stressed. I mean, I haven't had the best warm-up. I usually have a good 10, 15 minutes, but yeah, I guess we'll get into these first efforts. I'll take them a little bit easy to begin with and then we'll get into them. So I've got 4 seconds, so I better go.
Most of the time, I don't even know what day of the week it is. So give me 30 minutes and you know it's gonna be a smash fest. Whether it's cold outside and I don't wanna be out there for too long, or I've got something going on with the family, I know that I gotta make it happen quick. So I usually pump up the jams to get in the zone, gotta get changed, we gotta hit it. We gotta go. All right, so right when I get out the door, no messing around, 2-3 minutes just to blow the cobwebs out of the legs, to get warmed up, get comfortable on the bike. And then after that, 5 minutes tempo, heart rate 120 to 140 just to get moving so I can get primed for the workout that I'm about to take on. All right, so we've got 3 minutes in. I pushed the lap timer just to get up. Next 5 minutes, I want to keep a nice high cadence. I don't want to put too much stress on the muscles, especially with not a lot of time. You don't want to focus on mashing a big gear to get the heart rate super high out the gate. You want to just keep a nice, light cadence, get your tempo high, work on the cardiovascular system, not necessarily stressing the whole body. That's going to come later in a couple minutes.
Fitting in a ride in 30 minutes is going to be difficult, but I think it's doable. And I want to use this as an opportunity just to have a nice bike ride. Open my legs out, get my lungs working, be at one with nature. A peaceful moment in the middle of perhaps what is probably quite a stressful day at work. Yeah, my days are stressful. They are. Better get changed. Whoa, hold on. You're not being here for this bit. Look away for a second. A bit of privacy. Right, that's on. Helmets, check. Whew. Shoes, I'm not allowed to put these on here. I'm not allowed to walk on the stairs with them, or the mother-in-law will absolutely go spare with me. So, see you downstairs. Okay, I'm ready, I'm off. I'm out the door. I'm out in the open air. Oh, feels good to be out. Now, it took me 2 minutes to get ready because I cut out all that faffing, just
kit on, out the door, on the bike, and I've allowed myself 13 minutes riding time, which I'm going to do in one direction on my local lanes. And I've done this because I don't want to choose a loop, which might end up being longer than it probably looked on paper, and also because it'll mean I'll know that I just need to turn around and come back, so I'll be back on time. So if I do 30 minutes in one direction, 13 minutes back, that's 26 minutes total riding time, allowing for that 2 minutes to get ready, allow myself another 2 minutes to get changed afterwards, because I do have a very important meeting after this, so I need to make sure I'm back in time. So all being well, I should be able to bang out an absolutely quality ride in 20 minutes, 26 minutes riding time. I've escaped for half an hour. I've got wet cycling shoes, but I don't care. I decided to write a song about it. I've got wet, 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 wet cycling shoes, and it's really wanted me to sing the blues.
Now for my 30 minutes workout, I'm going to come outside and ride up a couple of the hills in Bath where I live, because they're really close, so hopefully I can get a good 10 minutes of kind of VO2 max effort done in that window, which I'm going to have to, because it's taken me 10 minutes to get ready, so I've only got 20 minutes left. Oh god, and I've got to ride to the hill. Yeah, and it's raining. My climb of choice for my effort is Ralph Allen Drive, which at the pace I'm going is about 5 minutes climb. The average is 10%. It's hard, but I reckon I can get 2 decent reps in here at about 380, 400 watts, and then that's about 10 minutes at that kind of VO2 max effort for me. That's a good workout, that 10 minutes at that, you know, and then cool down, roll back to my house at the end. God, stop talking.
So I've been on the turbo 19.5 minutes now. I've lost count of how many 20-second efforts I've done, but I'm starting to work up a sweat, my heart rate's going up, so I'm getting a good workout. I reckon I can fit 5 more in, then that'll give me another 5 minutes. Oh no, I need to cool down. Yeah, 5 more, and then 2-minute cool down. Real easy, spin my legs, and see if I can get changed in just 3 minutes. That's gonna be close. Right, let's get a few more efforts out. Kind of wish now that just went out for a nice easy 10 minutes on the road. Really done myself over here with this session.
I've done my second rep and the clock's on about 26 minutes, meaning I've got 4 minutes to get home and get changed. This is a stupid idea. Oh, I better get a wiggle on. So much for a cool down.
Okay, so I'm only about 7 minutes into my ride, but I thought I'd just stop for a little bit because I found some lovely blackberries. I mean, I normally come picking here in the autumn. I didn't expect them to be here so early in the season, to be honest. And I've just noticed them here. I've got to stop and see. I'm just gonna give them a try. See, they're very juicy. Still a little tart. A bit sour still. They could do with being left for a bit longer. Tops 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, good to know anyway. Right, better crack on because this is kind of using up a bit of precious time. I'm very lucky to have this as a little cheeky ride on my lunch break, I tell you. Seskin Hill is a steep climb. Do not underestimate it. Right, I've made it to the midpoint of my ride. I'm in Carrick-on-Suir and just on the bridge over the river now, and as you can see, absolutely wonderful viewpoint from here. The river is quite swollen, actually, so we had a lot of rain, so it's looking quite an angry, dark, kind of brownish red. This poor fella's canoe's had a bit of an accident. Don't think he's going to get a canoe ride in half an hour. Half an hour? Oh, lost myself a bit there.
Right, I better get going back actually because, well, got distracted talking, and to be honest, I got a bit carried away with myself because I've come down Scenic Hill. It's taken me 13 minutes to get here, and it's all uphill on the way back. That's not in my plan. Haven't thought about that one. Haven't thought it through at all. So I'm gonna have to get a move on if I'm gonna make this meeting because it is actually an important meeting.
30 minutes. Made it.
All right, so I just finished up that set. Now, 2 minutes, threshold, last 30 seconds, I'm gonna hit it hard. Then I'm gonna take 2 minutes rest. Seconds all out. Okay, so that first 2 minute effort's done. Now I've got 2 minutes off, and I'm basically gonna just cool down. Then I'm gonna hit it again, another 2 minute effort. I came in here in this local sand pit just to get in some good efforts, keep it exciting and have a little bit of fun going off-road. For me, that's how I really enjoy spending 30 minutes of my day. Probably like many of you as well. The off-road component is not insignificant. So I've got another 60 seconds to rest. Then I'm gonna do 2 more of those 2 minute efforts. Then I'm gonna do some off the bike work as well. All right, let's start this second one up. Here we go. Second set done. Got another 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna hit out for my last set of these threshold VO2 intervals.
I didn't have a lot to remember for this session. Needed my kit, my shoes, my bike. And I forgot a sweat towel. 3 more. I can do it. One more effort to go, then I can cool down. I would always recommend having a good warm up and a good cool down when you do a session like this, but I thought it through, but I clearly haven't. Oh God. Right, coming up to 27 minutes, and I've just realised that 2 minutes cool down is not long enough after such an intense session. My legs are still burning, my heart rate's still quite high, and if I get off now, my legs are just gonna hate me tomorrow. So I'm gonna stick on the turbo for an extra few minutes just to do a proper cool down, just so I'm not in pain later. But what was I thinking? 3 minutes to get off and shower and change. Turns out I didn't plan this so well.
I'm going as hard. I'm going as hard as I can to get home. Up Scenic Hill. Power on.
All right, so those intervals are done. Now, it's time to do some off the bike work. Now I'm gonna put the bike down. And now I'm gonna hit out another 20 seconds. So as I'm working my way back now, I'm just gonna keep doing these efforts. Now, another one.
I feel sick.
So for all this, I never really left the area that I live in. That way I was never too far away from home. I've got one last effort to do. I'm gonna do that just on the side of the road as I make my way back towards my house. Okay, now, 20 seconds.
Oh, right, I made it over Scenic, I made it over the climb, and I'm on my way home now. I think I'm in the clear. I've got 25 minutes riding time, so that gives me 3 minutes to get home, 2 minutes to get changed, and then I'm back into work. Half an hour ride done, so I'm feeling confident now. Right, I'll see you at my desk. Whew. Okay, so I did only just make my meeting, and I might not have done the most epic of rides, but you know what? That doesn't matter, because I got out, I got some fresh air, and I got a little bit of a workout. It's better than nothing. Sometimes in life, we don't do something because we can't do everything. We'd rather do nothing than do a little bit of something. And you know what? Sometimes all you need to do is just to get out there, twiddle your legs and give it a go. And that's the magic.
All right, so I'm making my way back, incorporating everything into my ride fully. So I'm about a couple minutes back to my place, and I know that I've already done my 3-minute warm-up. I've done my small amount of light tempo. I've done my 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off the bike, running with sprints. Now I'm gonna do a couple last sprints to finish this off. Last one. So that is what 30 minutes with me looks like. If you guys can, jump out there, do it. You'll feel better. You'll get the blood flowing to your brain. You'll feel very positive. You'll feel good. You got something in. A little bit is better than nothing is what I always say. Have fun, be safe.
Right, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this one and I hope it's inspired you to get out on your bike and enjoy those smaller rides. But please let us know in the comment section below. Do you have any favourite smaller loops that you'd like to do, or favourite training sessions, or favourite little rides in the country lanes like myself? I'd really love to hear from you, as we all would, and please let us know in the comment section below. Love to hear your inspiration. Right, now I better get back to my meeting because I've just put them on hold there. So right, see you soon. Thanks for watching everyone and enjoy the riding.